So BR changes for April 2025 just got updated again, and I almost didn't manage to say that, but yeah. So let's take a look quickly. I'm gonna focus more on the realistic part, but still you can check it out, the arcade one as well. A lot of things for aircraft ground. It's a proper like change for BRs from the current, coming April 2025 BR changes, right? So we start off with the Vextra 105. They are adding the OFL 105G2 shell and increasing the BR to 10.0. Okay, the PGZ09 going to 8.7. Let's see, these ones were already there. EBR 1954 going to 7.0. PCOT 51P shell. I have to check which of these. I mean, these are very, there's so many shells in the game, but yeah, KV1E and KV1B going to 4.3. This makes sense. These things are really good. So one of the best things in these BRs. So it actually makes sense. Let me go to the game to check out these shells. I don't remember if we got this actual shell in the game. I have to check. If we do, let me know in the comments. But yeah, the Vextra 105 will receive a higher BR, but also a new round. The G1, I think it is. The G2, sorry. So yeah, new shell for it. I couldn't find it if we already have it in the game, but you let me know in the comments, okay? ZLT11 and the ZBD04A moving a little bit. So with the release of the next major, they will switch places, as you see. So okay, nothing too crazy. And then for aircraft, we have a huge addition over here, but more for ground, realistic, but some for air as well. For the air, we have the Tandem May going to 1.7. We have some props over here, P47D28 going to 4.7. So yeah, B26C 4.3. Then the Yak-23 actually getting a lower BR. This is actually pretty interesting. This aircraft was kind of a problem back in the day when it was actually first introduced because of its performance, right? So it's kind of funny that they are lowering the BR finally, right? Well, not finally, I don't know, but still. Ground realistic, they decreased the BR for the SMT, the Mirage 4000, and the Kafir C10 to 12.3. Okay, I guess, yeah. I mean, these aircraft, they're not bad for air to ground, but not the greatest as well. F-15J 12.0, okay. It just has like two, I think it's two GBU8s or something like that, right? F5Es, Ts, all the F5s going to a lower BR, as you see, 11.3. The Kurunas 2000, 11.7. This was already added. MiG-23s going to 10.7. This is all in ground realistic, okay? The MX-A1A going to 11.3. This kind of makes sense. I mean, it got a lower BR. And then last BR change for air realistic. Now it actually has a higher BR for ground, which makes sense. This aircraft is pretty good in the ground attacking situation. The normal AMX, the other AMX, 11.0. Super Tendar 11.0. F4E 11.3, which is kind of funny, but I think it's due to the Mavericks, right? And the Kurunas as well. Then we have the AIT going to a higher BR as well. Very good aircraft for ground striking. We have the Vautours, all of them going to a lower BR, which is okay. And then the Yak, and then the Yak 9 over here, the 23 and 9K having different BRs as well. This was already here, if I'm not mistaken, the Hawk. Yeah, everything was there. And then the Sherbakov going to 6.0 over here, the Ghibli going to a lower BR as well, 3.7 in realistic and arcade for ships. Okay, guys, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, I gotta say. No major changes to air realistic, which is sometimes, the focus of the channel, so I normally talk more about it. But yeah, multiple changes in ground realistic, which is pretty okay, actually, especially that you can see that a lot of them get a higher BR. These ones, to be honest, I mean, it doesn't change much, but it is trying to make sure that the really good ones are always pulling upwards in the BR range in the matchmaking, and the not so good ones kind of in the middle ground, because obviously something like an Su-27, it will be different than an Su-34, right, in ground striking. So yeah, it makes sense. I like the changes. It could be something more here. But to be honest, I gotta be honest, guys, after they do this, probably you won't see any other changes coming up. We shall wait for the data mines like 1 day prior for this being implemented, the majority of them, and then they probably will introduce here and there something change, you know, some changes there. But to be honest, you probably won't see any more feedback or any more changes to this list, or if there is, it will be small. Normally when they do big changes like this, they're kind of ready to just put this on. So we probably will see these introductions of these BR changes coming up this week, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see ya.